everyone, welcome to my channel GSP Studies. Get ready for the dictation. 5 seconds. Start. Both benches of the High Court, with due respect, gave to the provision a very wide and varied interpretation, and that too on literality and grammaticals, seemingly overlooking the legal philosophy which permits the provision, the same being that the debts due and payable, so as to claim priority, must be appropriated to the period within 12 months next before the relevant date, and their liability for payment must be founded during that period and no other stop. To put it in simpler words, the state has a priority over debts, liability and obligation of which was born within the time frame of those 12 months, and as such due and becoming due and payable within those 12 months next before the relevant date, ascertainable if necessary later, if not already ascertained, stop. We are in respectful agreement with the interpretation put by the Court of Appeal to Section 264 of the English Companies Act in Airdable Garage case, analogous as it is to the provision in hand, warranting the same interpretation, more so when any other interpretation would lead to the results feared by the Company Law Committee extracted above, stop para. In such view of the matter, we need not elaborately comment, discuss or demolish, sentence by sentence, the reasoning given by the single bench as also the division bench of the High Court towards interpreting the provision, stop. The words having become due and payable within 12 months next before the relevant date need be understood to mean putting a restriction or cordoning of the amount for which priority is claimable, and not in respect of each and every debt on account of taxes, rates and cesses, etc., stop, which may be outstanding at that time and payable, stop, and further that such priority is in respect only of debts those of which become due and payable, because the liability to those is rooted, founded and belonging to that period of 12 months prior to the relevant date and none other, both the conditions existing, stop. D.A. Desai, J, as a judge of Gujarat High Court, had examined the question of when a debt becomes payable, for this is a requirement to be satisfied and only when the debt becomes due and payable during the 12 months next before the relevant date, comma, does the debt get the character of a preferential debt, stop. After elaborate discussion, comma, it was held that the debt becomes due on the date the sale, stop para. Tax may become due but may be payable in future in terms of the statute, stop. In the context of the Sales Tax Act in question 27, comma, it was held that the sales tax became due and payable when the returns were filed, determination or quantification of the tax at the time of passing of the assessment order in terms of the Sales Tax Act, comma, holds, comma, was not relevant, stop. We need not refer to the Sales Tax Act relevant in Sales Tax Officer, comma, Perry for the purpose of the present case, stop. On the other hand, comma, we would have to refer to the provisions of the Customs Act to ascertain the date on which the customs duty in respect of the goods in question became due and payable, stop. We are answering this question, comma, though not necessary, comma, as the appellant at best, comma, if the requirements of clause within bracket small a to section 530 of the Companies Act are satisfied, comma, the customs dues would fall under section 530 of the Companies Act and will be categorized as preferential payment, stop. To decide this question, comma, we shall also be examining the question of whether the Customs Act creates a first charge overriding the charge in favor of the secured creditors, comma, namely, comma, the appellant, stop para. This court in Dena Bank, comma, while examining the issue of priority of government dues or crown debts over the dues of other creditors, comma, opined that the crown's preferential right to recovery of debts over other creditors is confined to ordinary or unsecured creditors, stop. The common law principles of equity and good conscience, comma, as applicable in India and the common law of England, comma, do not accord the government or crown dues a preferential right for recovery of dues or debts over a mortgagee, comma, pledgee of goods or a secured creditors, stop. The common law doctrine giving preferential rights to the crown debts confined to ordinary or unsecured creditors constitutes law in force within the meaning of Article 372 of the Constitution of India, comma, and accordingly, this law continues to be in force, stop. This quote in Dena Bank specifically refers to and approves the statement of law made in Rashbihari Ghosh Law of Mortgage, it seems a government debt in India is not entitled to precedence over a prior secured debt stop. This principle also emanates from the decision of the Constitution bench of this court in Builders Supply Corporation versus Union of India and others, which was followed by a 3 judges bench in Collector of Aurangabad Central Bank of India stop. At the same time, we must record for clarity that this principle, which vents from the law in force India, must give way to a statutory charge by an enactment stop. এই ভিডিওর প্যাসেজের স্ট্রোক পেতে টেলিগ্রাম গ্রুপে জয়েন করুন এবং ভিডিওটি ভালো লেগে থাকলে লাইক, শেয়ার এবং সাবস্ক্রাইব করে পাশে থাকা বেল আইকনটি প্রেস করে দিন সবার আগে নোটিফিকেশান পেতে। থ্যাঙ্কস ফর ওয়াচিং।